and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Cassia. On this channel, we discuss all aspects of the Ascension process. I have a variety of services that I offer to assist in your awakening journey, and you can find those listed in the description box below. Clear. This is going to be a reading for the month of March for the sign of Scorpio. This is going to be for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs, as well as the cross watcher of the Scorpio. And yes, time is fluid, so whenever you find this is the exact right time for you. It is also a general reading, which means it's not going to resonate with everybody. Take what fits and leave the rest. There may be pieces that resonate. Don't stretch it to fit. If it doesn't fit, check out your other sign placements as well. So let's see what's going on for Scorpio this month. And this is really, for the next month or so from when this reading's taking place. But as we said, it can also resonate later. So I don't know why I felt the need to clarify the time after telling you guys that time doesn't matter, but whatever. What's going on? So we have the Eight of Cups as the first card out. All right, so walking away from someone or something, or the need to walk away. Let's get, something's not fulfilling. We'll put it that way. I can feel that right off the bat. Something is not fulfilling. And then we have the Activist, Princess of Swords. Yeah, so you guys are really being called to take action around what is not fulfilling. I feel like for some of you guys, it's like, in some ways, you are kind of stuck in a slump, right? Like when I'm looking at this card right now, I'm thinking of like, the guy who works all day long at a job that doesn't really do much for him, and then he goes out to the bar and has a few drinks after just to kind of take the edge off. That's sort of like the energy that I'm feeling right now. But this Activist, this Princess of Swords energy is like telling you to get up and to change the things that need to be changed. And then we have Defeat coming out, the Five of Swords. All right, let's see, get some more here. All right, Strife wanting to pop out there, which was another 5. The Devil coming out. All right. Yeah. So you guys, there's behavior patterns here that are needing to be looked at. For some of you guys, this has to do with overindulgence. For some of you guys, this has to do with procrastination. It's just like I'm seeing all the cards here, so like gambling, maybe, but yeah, any type of indulgences, any type of addictive behavior. But more than that, for a lot of you, I'm feeling like just this energy of procrastination, this energy of sticking around in situations. There's like a situation that you're staying in that has its expiration date is here. You're staying past the expiration date essentially. And then we have the Mage, the Magician, coming out. All right. With the Star and the 8 of Wands. Okay, so there is magic wanting to come in for you. There is energy, there is healing. There are wishes that want to come in for you. And so, like, you're being guided to swift action with this Princess of Swords card here. You're being guided to take swift action to really shift your energy. Because, like, you're not going to be, those blessings are not going to be able to come in for you. This healing is not going to come in for you if you keep yourself stuck in the same stagnant situation. If you keep repeating the same behaviors over and over again. Right? Scorpio energy, you guys are super intense, right? And one thing that you tend to do is you stay in painful situations until they literally make you crazy. And when they push you to your absolute breaking point, that's when you act, right? It's like you let it simmer, you let the pot simmer and simmer and simmer until it comes to a screaming boil. And it's like, that's your process, right? That's what's natural to your energy. Obviously, this is a generalization. It's going to depend on what else you have in your chart. But traditional Scorpio energy, pure Scorpio energy, that is the way that you move. That's the way that you navigate. And so this is what you're learning how to not do anymore. It's like you don't have to wait until you are so intensely uncomfortable that you want to rip your hair out, that you possibly actually do start ripping your hair out to move. You can move out of a situation sooner than that. Right? You have the power within you to do that. You create your reality, and you can uncreate your reality as well. Right? We got the Nine of Swords, cruelty coming out here. Okay. Ooh, all right. And then we have the sun coming out, all right? So this is all of that beauty and joy wanting to come and express itself in your reality, right? I feel for some of you guys, it's like you're also in the situation where you feel like you got cheated somehow. You feel like something that was meant for you didn't come through for some reason, didn't happen for you. Something, I almost get this energy of like you were owed something, and that something that you were owed just didn't manifest. And so you're kind of like, to be quite blunt, like you're kind of pissy about that, I feel like. And you've been really like, part of this devil energy for you has also been just being this energy of feeling kind of sorry for yourself, feeling victimized, sort of blaming other people. And it's like you want to move out of that energy because that energy is not doing you any favors either. That energy is holding you back. That's the energy that's keeping you stuck. It's like, it feels almost like somebody took away your favorite toy or something. And you feel like you've been in this energy where maybe you guys have been indulging in behaviors because you feel like all is lost. And like that thing that you wanted, you're never going to get anymore. Like it's just out of your reach. It's gone. And it's like, instead of being like, well, what else can I have, right? Okay, so if that opportunity or that thing wasn't meant for me, then like what is meant for me? And I know that there are still beautiful things, right? You got like this beautiful healing energy wanting to come in, okay? Ooh, I'm feeling, interestingly enough, for some of you guys. For some of you guys, you thought that there was something or someone coming in that was going to bring this healing. And they didn't. And there was a betrayal there. And that really hurt too. And that's part of what's really got you in this heavy energy is whatever that situation was. And so now it's got you in this really, I mean, you guys aren't a naturally trusting sign to begin with. So it's got you in a very distrustful energy. It's got you in this energy. You've really withdrawn. You've gone within your hiding, right? And you're kind of just like licking your wounds is what I feel like right now. And then we have Warrior, the Five of Pentacles, and the Seducer. Yeah, so I feel like there was some sort of seductive energy that came in. There was some sort of seductive energy that came in. And for a time, it was sort of like it soothed you. And so this could be in the form of a person. This also could be the energy of whatever this behavior or this indulgence is. That you guys, because this card, and I flipped it around, but it originally came out like this, right? With the worry inverted. And so whatever this habit, this addiction, this person, whatever it was that you were kind of losing yourself in to sort of ease the sting of this betrayal, to ease the sting of this loss, of however you felt you were being slighted. I feel like that energy just kind of took over a little bit. And then I feel like that energy turned on you for some of you guys too. It was like you found something or someone that you thought was going to be beneficial and help you. And it actually, now you're realizing that it's just hurting you. And that's part of the energy is like now that you're realizing that like you were wrong, you have to get yourself out of this situation. Yeah. All right. These tried to pop out and these make a lot of sense. We have satiety and futility. And so it's like, with these cards together, no matter what you do, if you stay in this energy, you will never be satisfied, right? Like originally it satisfied you a little bit, but now you're realizing that no matter what happens, like it's not enough. It's never enough. Whether this is a person, whether this is a habit, whether this is a substance, whatever it is that you sort of crawled to for relief here, it's never going to be enough. And so now you have to figure out what to do from there, right? Or you have to have the courage to do what you need to do. Yeah, the Seven of Cups, debauchery. So for a lot of you guys, this is addiction, whether this is an addiction to substances or an addiction to sex and people. I'm feeling those two things very strongly. Like I said, for some, it might be gambling. It could be really anything. But those are some of the things that are really coming up here. And this is also that confusion energy, right? But it's like one is too many and 1,000 is never enough kind of energy. And so with the Chariot and the Ace of Wands, all right, this is like you moving in a decisive direction. This is what you need to do, right? With the Tower on the bottom of the deck here. You need to move in a decisive direction toward what it is, away from this energy, basically. Away from this energy and toward your spiritual center, toward your passion, right? The Wand suit is all about creativity, passion, and spirituality, right? So that's what you need to move toward. And then we have, we have luxury, we have victory, and we have the Queen of Pentacles, right? Yeah, that's what's going to bring you victory, is moving more toward your passion, more towards your spiritual center, away from this energy here, right? That's the spiritual lesson. We have the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck, right? This is a major spiritual lesson for you as far as knowing and understanding. It's sort of like, just clearing up this cycle of going outside of yourself to find what needs to be found within. And it's like, for some of you guys, I feel like this is a lesson that you've learned before, but now it's coming back around and you're learning a deeper lesson around it. Yeah, but you notice in this card too, like, right? Like they're just laying on the couch. It's like super indulgent energy, you guys. Yeah. And I keep flipping these around and then realizing that I shouldn't be, because the victory was inverted there. So it's like this laziness energy is not going to lead. It's not going to lead to this, right? You gotta get out of that. Even tell me more about this Queen of Pentacles here. Yeah, it's about leaving the comfort. It's about leaving the comfort and moving into the new. That's what you guys need to do. Like, whatever, it's like, even though you guys aren't happy right now, I feel like for some of you, it hasn't reached a level of discomfort yet where you necessarily feel like you have to move, okay? It hasn't done that yet. It hasn't done that yet. But you're not going to have dominion over your reality, right? You're not going to be able to do the work that you're here to do. This fresh new start is dependent upon these being upright, right? Work, collaboration, dominion over your reality, focused intention, right? That's what is necessary for you. And you're not going to find that energy if you stay in this. It's like some of you guys, that's the lesson, right? That's the major spiritual lesson that we were talking about, is you don't have to wait until it gets so uncomfortable that you can't breathe to move out of a situation. You can move out when you recognize that it's not healthy for you and it's not helping, right? You can make that choice first. That's what you're being guided to do this time, is like right now, it's not going anywhere. It's not being helpful to you, but it's maybe like you're unhappy, but you're not super uncomfortable. And maybe sometimes it still eases the hurt just enough, but it is going to become that way. And like, do you want to move out of that energy first? Right? The Hanged Man, change in perspective. This is that pause. This is you in that pause energy. You needing to switch your perspective. Right? And then Justice. And then move in tune with your true morals and values. Really check what those are, right? And then weigh out, am I living by those? What steps can I take to be more in concert? It's like you guys are living, it's like you guys know a lot of this stuff already. And so you're going against what you know right now. You're just in this space where you're like, yeah, I know this isn't the way for me to live. Yeah, I know this isn't fulfilling for me. Yeah, I know that I have spiritual work to do. I have things that matter to me that I should be pursuing right now, but I'm just going to stay in this blindfolded energy, right? I'm just going to keep my blinders on anyway, even though the blinders aren't working. I'm just going to pretend that they are for a little bit longer. It's like he's holding this sword of truth, right? And it's almost like I'm imagining him like gripping it so tight that he's starting to bleed a little bit, but still like not being willing to do anything with it, not being willing to use that sword for its intended purpose, which is to cut away everything that's not serving, to cut away all the illusion, right? Then we have the Wheel of Fortune with the moon here. So really, you going into your shadow, you going into this unknown space, that's what you're being called to do. That's where your fortune, that's where your blessings are. That's where you're being challenged to go. Really delve deep into that darkness, right? Into that shadow aspect. Oh yeah, this card is super shadowy. Delving into that aspect of who you are. Really looking at, and for once and for all, really healing whatever it is within you that calls you back to this, darkness, right? Like, we can embrace our darkness and our light equally without allowing ourselves to get sucked down into, like, our darkness can be expressed in ways that are not self-destructive. That's something that you guys are needing to learn how to do. And it's like you keep diving, but you keep diving I don't want to say way too deep, way too shallow, I guess. Like, you dive into your darkness, but you dive in just where all of this this hedonistic debauchery kind of energy is, right? This indulgent energy. That's the shallows. That's not the depth of your darkness, right? And this is something where, Scorpio, your energy wants to go to the depths. That's the only way to heal any of this, because you guys are so intense. You are so passionate. You are so emotional. And you are enticed by that darkness. But if you guys stop at the surface darkness, that's where you get trapped. You got to dive deeper. You got to dive deep into the underbelly of your darkness and really see what's in there. And then you can begin to heal that. You can begin to extract the power of that and find ways to utilize that are productive. That's what you guys are needing and wanting to learn how to do right now. If you want any assistance with this, please reach out to me. I offer personal readings. I offer really powerful energy healings. I do different types of energy healing. I do an angelic type of healing called Belvaspata. I also do Theta healing, which works with the subconscious. It works with belief systems. It works with a lot of these energies, all right? And so, yes, please reach out to me if you want to set something up to really help you get the ball rolling here. Because like we said, there is this beautiful healing energy wanting to come in for you. It's just you gotta be willing to do the things that you gotta do in order to get there, in order to get to the other side of this. And there is a huge monumental lesson. This is not a waste of time, because you have really learned, right? And it's like, and you're gonna learn it until you're done learning it. So now you get to decide, am I done learning this? Am I ready to start learning a new lesson? Or do I want to keep repeating the same lesson over and over again? And you guys are so beautiful. You're so powerful. You're so incredible. And like, you deserve to start learning some new lessons, and you deserve to embrace some of these new blessings, right? I think that you don't realize how worthy of that you are, maybe. And you absolutely, absolutely are. So let's do some work around that if you guys are wanting to. I love you. I appreciate you. And if you like this video, hit that like button. If you are new to my channel and you want to catch more videos, hit the bell with the notifications so that you get all the notifications when I put out new videos. I do daily energy readings. I do a whole bunch of different things on here. Lots of different random types of readings, pick-a-piles, you name it. So if you like the vibe, join the tribe. I say all of this with nothing but complete love for you guys. I have gone through these same struggles many, many times until I didn't have to anymore. So trust me and believe me when I say I get it. Yeah, and you hold the key to your own happiness. You can let yourself out of this like anytime that you want. Anytime that you want, right? And you absolutely are worth it, and you deserve it. I love you guys.